Well, hello there. So, just as the video title says, I have created random ore generation. We have a bunch of command blocks, but don't worry about these. They're pretty simple. This one applies glowing. This one makes sure there's no iron ore or coal ore that can be placed in these areas, just because this is my little testing area. I don't want to ruin it. And all these other like impulse command blocks, these are just to teleport the armor stands back to their place. So as I said, this randomly generates ores in a specific area. It probably wouldn't work like for like a normal Minecraft world, but for the map that I'm making, it works perfect. So if I do schedule, whoops, slash function, right? HHDP generation, because that's what I have in my data pack. You'll see it starts to randomly generate ores and the stone around it. Now if I do slash function HHDP stop, I'll stop him from moving. A little past my bedrock area right there, so that's okay. If I want to get rid of it, just for an easy reset, I added a clear function, and that will send that guy, and he'll start to clear. And I can run that stop again, and he'll stop. So then all we have to do to reset this is I have to teleport all of these guys back, pressing all these buttons, and obviously in the map I'm developing it'll be a lot more automated. So, we'll see how this runs. Go ahead and switch over to my data pack editor, the Visual Studio Code, see what's going on over there. Okay, so in the data pack you see this slash generation command, which is what I just typed in to generate everything, and it runs two functions. It runs stop and generate one. So the reason I have it run stop is just in case I decide to accidentally run this command while everything's going, it doesn't break anything. It stops everything first. So in the stop, you can see it clears all these schedules, which basically means it's going to repeat each of these functions. And it also stops the clear function, which clears everything else by teleporting that armor stand with that specific tag forward and replacing all the air with stone and replacing all the stone with air, iron ore with air, and coal air with air. And repeats that function until I decide to stop it. And similar things happens for each of these functions. You'll see that this is a tag generator for generate 1, and that bottom armor stand that generates the stone also has that tag. And it keeps on repeating itself with this command right here, saying every tick repeat itself, and it also starts to activate generate 2. With generate 2, it starts to repeat itself, moves this armor stand forward, places all that stone, and runs the next command, and goes until we get to generate 10. And in generate 10, that's where we also have the generationer. This guy is responsible for being kind of the source where all the armor stands distribute, all the iron and coal tagged armor stands distribute, to place the ore randomly. Now the thing with the spread players command, which is how I'm randomly generating where the ore goes, is it only teleports entities to the surface of blocks. So this means that we can't have, for example, we can't have an armor stand randomly be teleported to this block right here when the stone's there, because it has no surface. If it was like this, maybe it could teleport there, and then we can randomly do it. But it doesn't work like that. So the reason I have it every other tick, so this happens one tick, this happens one tick, instead of just having it in the same function, is so that it generates that staircase function that you see right here. Right there, you see it's kind of like a staircase. So that way it can continually randomly generate the things. The ores, that is. So then it comes over here, and then we teleport them back and whatnot. Those are the coal and the iron ones, and you just specify it based on the tag which spot goes where. And this is the generating one. And this kind of runs just behind the 10th line, so it gets a good spherical radius, which is how spread plays works. It works in a spherical, on where it can place the iron and coal armor stands. And obviously to change the generation ratios, you just add more or less of each type of armor stand. Okay. So yeah, that's basically it. Thanks for watching.